Hey, everybody, welcome to Pink Shade. It's Tuesday. It's TLC Tuesday. We're back at it. We're back on
Woo!
TLC Tuesday. We're doing it. We're doing the thing.
Mary Payne's back. Woohoo!
I'm back,
Yeah,
everybody.
girl.
Today I put on a blouse. What do you think of
It
that?
looks great. You look
Blouse
gorgeous.
instead of a t-shirt. Listen, if you don't want to
No
know what's
one would have
happening,
thought that you almost just died.
you
No
know,
one would have any idea.
you and I recorded for 90 Day UK, and I was just listening back to that because I was pulling some clips and stuff from it. I was like, man, that was funny. We had a good time on that episode.
I know. Now today is going to be less fun. No, we're
It's
going to be more fun.
No,
Let's
it's more
do it.
fun. What are you talking about? 90 Day UK, we're having a great time with that over there, guys.
Is it because I made a lot of dead mom jokes?
Yeah, you made a lot of dead mom jokes, which made me uncomfortable. But if that's how you're dealing with things, I'm here for you, no matter what. I looked
Dead
into
mom who dis?
no. Oh no! Stop! No, too far. Terrible.
My mom died, everybody.
Yeah,
But this is how I'm grieving. And that's why I was gone for a while, in case you did not know.
yeah, and
Surprise!
listen,
Life.
we've all got our things. We've all got our
Yeah.
things.
Mary
If
Payne almost died.
Yeah, true. Listen, if you didn't
Trying to
listen,
one up my grief.
not definitely not. Not listen. If
She's
you,
always has to steal focus.
yes, I love attention. Um, if you didn't listen to yesterday, Monday, Match Me Abroad with Keisha, I talked about it briefly. I was away. So if you just like listen to the podcast, you don't do any social media or any of that stuff, and you're like, hey, where'd she go? I was away for a couple of weeks. I had you look this up, spontaneous mesenteric hematoma, which was just like a thing, like an aneurysm that blew up in my abdomen. And that happened. And so I'm getting in with a
Fun
specialist.
times.
Yeah, it's good times. I'm getting in with a specialist next week. And so we'll see what happens. So I'm healing. I just walk around feeling like a giant bowling ball or possibly 8-month twins in my belly because I've got
Mhm.
blood in my belly that's absorbing. And that's not
Mhm.
fun. But I put on a blouse and here I am.
Also, you learned that your paramedic has some sort of lifestyle that is interesting enough for him to have been a guest on a podcast. And we still
Yeah.
haven't figured out what that is.
No, I did see a couple of people on Patreon comment saying that they were on the case.
Okay.
They were gonna figure it out. But
Mhm.
I like not to talk about that too much on the free feed because
Oh, apologies. Sorry.
surely he's not
She
listening.
doesn't give me the rules ahead of time.
Listen, I think he's out there saving lives. I don't think
Yeah, he's too busy.
he's busy. He's
Yeah,
busy.
he
And
doesn't watch 90 Day.
hopefully I'll never see him again. But I am going
It's a
back.
small island,
I'm going back.
man.
Yeah. Going back in August. So we'll see if he sees me again. It's funny when I was recounting the story to you about how I had once before been on a stretcher on the ferry. Um, because my eardrum burst back then, which was like, again, I think 15 years ago, at least, maybe longer. The people that showed up at the EMT, which were real EMTs, but they were more just like volunteer or they had retired to the island and they were a nurse. So they would just sort of volunteer to keep it
Yeah.
going, because they needed to have people 24 hours. So yeah, but now they've got a full fire department now. They just got 3 new fire stations. We're good. We're good on the island.
Well, maybe the average age is going up on the island
I thought that too when we were
ever since Mark visited.
Mark's brother seems quite a bit younger. I don't know.
Yeah, he
But
does.
no, I don't. I asked that when we were buying the house there. I said, "Is everybody here 80?" And she said, "No. During and after COVID, the age got much younger of people that
Oh,
are here
interesting.
full time." Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. My realtor that's there full time is definitely younger than me by a few years, I believe.
Well,
Yeah.
now the young people get themselves with paramedics all the time because they're doing weird sex stuff.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and they're jumping off buildings
Mm.
and they're trying cinnamon challenges. And so they're always going to the hospital.
What's a cinnamon challenge? Do I want to know?
No, you don't.
Okay. All right.
Your
All right.
children know. And I
Okay.
hope they've never tried it.
Tell me what it
It's
is.
not sexual.
Okay, tell me what it is. Go ahead and tell me.
You just literally chug a bunch of cinnamon, but you can actually choke and die, which was the fun part that was left out of the viral challenge. So
Mm.
people died. Because
Anytime
people are
anybody
dumb.
challenges me to anything, I'll just be like, "Get out of here! Quit challenging me to
No, like
stuff."
Tide Pod challenge that caused deaths. That challenge where they had to climb up on the milk crates that were all stacked like a pyramid. Did you, did you see
No,
that one?
these are
Oh,
all terrible, and these are things I would never do.
no, see, and my friend Kim is the ER nurse, so she sees the brunt of all the challenges.
Yeah, yeah.
And but there are some funny TikTok compilations of people falling
No.
doing the milk crate challenge, but
Mm-mm.
none of them died. Because it's not funny when someone dies, but if they come close to death and almost die, then it's a funny fall.
Sort
I've
of like
learned that
me.
from America's Home Videos.
Sort of like me. Almost died, but didn't.
Almost died, but didn't, so it's funny.
Um, Kimberly, are you one
Except
of
my
these?
mom actually died, and that is
Stop it.
still hilarious.
Stop. It's so God. Kimberly, are you one of those people who seeks out content that is people doing pranks or people falling and hurting themselves, or like a child falls over a curb while the parent's supposed to be watching them, or things like that?
Yeah, I love seeing children get hurt. That's my favorite thing. No, I don't seek it out, but I do find humor in it if someone sends me a video of someone a
I
fail
don't.
of
I
some sort.
don't. I
Um,
don't.
I find it hilarious.
I don't. And even when that challenge went around, it was a couple of years ago where the youth would tell the adults like my age, like, "Oh, Andy Cohen died," or something,
Oh,
and they
that
would,
was
"Oh, what?"
sad. Yeah. That was sad.
The first couple of ones were funny, but then I was like, "No, this is just mean. This is just
Yeah, it's
mean."
just mean.
Mhm.
No, I do remember with the newscast. It was on a newscast, and a lady was like doing a local news something, and she
Mhm.
fell off like a platform, and she made these noises like a seal when she fell. And it was the funny. I watched that so many times. I hope she's still with us because I think she survived and she was fine. She didn't sound fine though. Anyway, I sound like a terrible person. You know, that's why there was a show, America's Funniest Home
I
Movies,
know, I
because
know.
I'm not the only one that thinks it's funny if someone gets hit in the
I
crotch with
think
a baseball
America's
bat.
Funniest Home Videos is still a show that you can see on Friday nights. I think it's
Is it
still a
really?
show. Mhm. But I mean,
Oh,
now with, like, the iPhone and everything, but
Americans are terrible.
yeah,
Just
we
terrible.
are. I just don't like I get so, like, worried about the person and concerned, and
Right.
it's I get way too involved. Way too
Well, I
involved.
just assumed they're not going to show it on the show if there was some sort of serious injury.
Oh, I think you're wrong. I think people are terribly injured. Terribly injured. Um, okay, let's get started with these people because this is gonna be a long episode. I just forget how long these 2-hour shows
I
are.
know.
It's
I
like,
know.
"Oh my god, I
It's
gotta."
too long.
With my new lease on life, Kimberly, maybe my goal will be to take shorter notes.
Yeah,
That
I
should be
love
my
that
goal.
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the
Mhm.
clock is ticking. Who knows when it's gonna happen again. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So you don't have much time left. So we need
Maybe.
to use every moment not taking notes, but
Okay,
still watching these shows. You're not going to stop watching these shows.
of course
Nobody
not.
panic. She's just going to take shorter notes.
Um, so this is 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, season 9, episode 3. You can't handle the truth. Okay. We're gonna start with your couple, which is Cara and Guillermo.
Who
And I'm
can't
gonna
handle
tell
the
you,
truth?
um,
Well,
yeah,
really, none of them. They're all lying about something.
can't handle the truth. Maybe, I mean, maybe it's Jasmine and Gino. I don't know, but we're gonna start with Cara and
Lauren and
Guillermo.
Libby.
And I have to say, Cara is so stunningly beautiful that
She
she's
really is.
almost hard to look at, you
Yeah.
know?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She,
Putting that
no,
out there.
absolutely true. So Guillermo is dropping off baby Nico at Kara's mom's house because he has to work. I did not know he was friends with Kara's mom, but apparently they're BFFs. And
Were from the past, were they not friendly? It was so
I
long
don't
ago that they were
remember them
on.
ever being on or saying anything.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I do remember he had to go to meet the dad and the mom, and there was like a barbecue, and they
Mhm.
had that. I maybe it was the same house because I remember a deck, and they were on top, like a high deck.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in Virginia. Virginia.
Yeah.
That's felt very Virginia to me.
Yeah. Okay.
And her dad was in the military. Yes, it's all coming back to me. He was nervous to meet the dad.
Yeah. I
Because
think.
they just met like right before the wedding when he came. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
so they can't afford daycare because he quit his good job at the hotel. He now works at a restaurant. Also, he didn't tell her he was quitting that job, and that was part of the big issue. So he tells mom-in-law about flight school, and she's like, "How much does it cost? 60,000? Why did my daughter marry you? This is bad idea." She suggests the Air Force because it'll get him away from, I don't know, the grandchild. No, I think she likes Guillermo. She suggests the Air Force because her husband was in the military. You get paid to learn to fly, but of course you'll be away from Nico. But we don't think you're that great of a dad anyway, so it's okay.
She's to like him just fine.
That. She seems to like him.
Yeah.
But Guillermo hasn't thought about this idea. So in the future, when Cara gets mad, she can really blame her mom for all of this because this never occurred to Guillermo. Yeah. So mom thinks he has trouble getting organized and being responsible, and the military will teach him that. So she and how to make a really tight bed sheet bed.
All of it.
So she asks how the marriage is, and he tells her not good. They're still sleeping in different rooms. And I don't know if this is an appropriate conversation to have with your mother-in-law, but I don't know if he has friends. We have not seen him with any friends. He's very likable. I'm assuming he has friends at the.
I assume they've lived there for years now.
Yeah. So she didn't know that it was that bad that they were sleeping in different rooms. Cara has told her some of it. So mom says, your personalities are so different. She's such a hustler, my daughter. She works really hard, and you're more laid back. And he's like, yeah, cool. I'm laid back. Like he doesn't take any offense to this. And mom says, well, maybe the Air Force may make her respect you more. Because she clearly doesn't respect you. And that uniform can't hurt. It's a pretty sexy a man in a uniform. I might try to steal you from her. And to my son-in-law, she's saying this. And he's like, okay. So Cara and Guillermo take Nico to the park. And Guillermo points to an airplane and says, Papa. And Cara says, he's not going to understand. It doesn't make sense because you're right here. And he goes, it's imagination.
How old's the baby? Like 2?
Yeah.
No, point to the airplane and say Papa. No, you point to the airplane and say airplane.
Airplane.
Because baby's going to be like, you're Papa. That's what?
Yeah.
No. No.
So Guillermo says, well, yesterday I had a good conversation with your mother about sex and sleeping in separate bedrooms and how hot men in uniforms are. And also she said, maybe I should get into the Air Force. I'll learn how to fly and you'll get great benefits. Because remember, I lost our family, all of our health benefits when I quit my job without telling you.
Right.
And she's annoyed and she's like, I hate that he does this. He gets this idea in his head. And then why don't you just wait until he goes to meet with the recruiter and figures it out before he comes to me, which is bullshit. Because if he had gone to meet with the recruiter without talking to her, she would be like, how can he make a decision like this without talking to me?
Yeah, but I really feel her frustration, and not because she's just like such a type A. Like if I want to do something, I'm going to try to do it and I'm going to do it. I think it's more of, dude, we are married with a kid and you may just have to like stay in a job you don't like because we have good insurance, or you know what I mean? Like this is actually life now, and you can't just now at age 35 or whatever he is, 27, I don't know, just
He's
all of a sudden
26. Yeah.
26, just all of a sudden be like, yeah, I think I want to be a pilot. Okay, great. Come up with a plan to do that while you have a job. And you could do that, but we're married with a kid, so you can't just decide to be a pilot. You have to think about our family first,
Well, he's like, this would be a job being in the military, and I would learn how to fly, so it wouldn't cost us $60,000.
Yeah.
I don't think having a kid means you can't like follow your dreams. She's following her dream of singing, but she's also earning money at the same time being a realtor.
but what he's choosing with this Air Force thing is not like, oh, every single thing I'll get to do will be right here in Charlottesville. Won't that be convenient? They'll never
Right.
ask me to go
He is
anywhere but
not
Charlottesville, you know?
right. He is clearly not Googled where Air Force bases are, which Katie and I did on the program last
Mm,
week.
okay.
So we would not sound like idiots. And they're not in Charlottesville, Texas, as we guessed. But no, he's been immature before. So I think she's just like, oh, this is another one of his crazy ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but he's at least talking to her about it ahead of time, which is what she complained that he didn't do last time when he
Okay.
quit his job. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 Okay.
So they're just not well suited, Mary Payne. They're just not well suited.
It's unfortunate because they are both so attractive.
I know.
It's too
They're
bad.
a gorgeous couple.
Mhm.
So, and if he gets in uniform, her mom's never going to stay away.
Watch out.
So she starts crying that he would be away from Nico when he's so little. And Guillermo thinks, well, I would rather do it now when he doesn't even remember me than like when he's
Yeah.
older, needs my advice about things. He needs me around, you know, when he can talk. So she starts raising her voice like, my ass is not moving to an Air Force base. And so much for not fighting in front of Nico. They
Mhm.
never, they say that they don't do that. They do that. Also, they're even when they're not fighting, they're doing that passive aggressive, like, yes, honey. And I feel like the
Mhm.
baby can pick up on passive aggressiveness as well. Maybe they can't. I don't know how smart a 2-year-old is.
I do think in real life, currently, they're not together.
I don't think. Well, see, this is. Yeah, I don't think so either. On Reddit, someone had said, I was at a restaurant, I was waiting tables, Cara and Guillermo were there, and I said hi to them, and they said, we're not really together. We're just staying together for this show, but you can't say anything until the show comes out. And she went on Reddit and leaked that information. And everyone was like, no, I don't believe it. They're so cute together. And then other people were like, she is a bitch. Get away from her, Guillermo. And they
Oh.
probably slid into his DMs
Mm.
because of their first season. But anyway, I did not want to believe it. And someone, I think I wrote, like, I don't know, I'm not going to believe it until I see it.
Yeah.
And someone wrote back to me like a year and a half later and we're
Uh-huh.
like, I was right.
Oh, so you're saying when this came out, it was a long time ago, and now
It was
people
like
are
a year and a half ago on
Yeah.
Reddit, and I was like, I don't know, I'm just not going to believe a rumor until I see, you know,
Yeah.
under my assumed name, which I'm going to have to change now probably. And
Mhm.
someone took the time to find their comment from a year and a half ago and was like, I told you.
Oh, yeah. I was
And
right.
I was
Yes.
right, which good for them. That's good for them. I often feel the need to be right so frequently that I would go back. I'd go back 10 years and be like, remember that time 10 years ago that I said that, you know, Lady Gaga wouldn't, I don't know, perform at the Super Bowl, or she would, or I don't know. I just can't think of a thing off the top of my head. But
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And I think that a year and a half ago or so, we heard that they were not together, and within the last year, they recorded a pillow talk with Emily and Kobe,
yes,
and I remember I texted Emily about it. I said, "Oh my gosh," because I think they were, like, in Charlottesville. I was like, "Oh, you were so
yeah.
close to me." And I said, "I heard they weren't even together anymore," and she just did a, like a, "I don't know."
Uh-huh.
She didn't answer me. She didn't
Yeah, there did seem tension because Kobe and Emily are always all over each other, and
Yeah.
he's like massaging her feet as they're
Mhm.
watching. And Cara and Guillermo were just sitting like not very close touching. And I thought, oh, maybe it's true.
Maybe they'll
And
go
then
on
it
the
was
single
true.
life.
So they are now fully fighting at the park in front of Nico.
Yeah.
And she is triggered. She's not saying she's triggered, but she's triggered because her dad was in the military. And she's
Mhm.
like, I don't even remember he wasn't there, but my sister told me that he wasn't there. And so it's like, well, then maybe Nico won't even
Well, then
notice that his
proving
dad
his
isn't there.
proving his
You're
point. Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes, I think you're only thinking about yourself, which is rich. That's don't say that to the mom who will have to be a single parent because
Right.
you are away, that she's
Mhm.
only thinking about herself. And she's like, I'm making more money here in Virginia. And he's like, I'll be making more money than both of your jobs, your singing and your,
He has no idea. He's done no
he
research.
give it a bing, because
Yeah.
I gave it a bing, and apparently first year cadet makes like $2,000 a month. So I think she's probably making more than that, but they'll probably get
I think he thinks
housing.
once I work for United Airlines and
Right.
flying back and forth to Paris, France, then you
Right.
tell me. But I mean, that'll be 20 years from now, you know?
Well, if he could get hooked up with Mark,
True.
then, Mark tried to take Juan, and I do see a lot of similarities between Juan and Jessica and Cara and Guillermo.
Okay.
And is that it just in my head? Um,
A little bit because, I mean, Charlottesville, Virginia is not Poop Town, USA. It's
no,
lovely.
no, no. But he wants to like go live his dream, and
Yeah, and not
she's like,
worry
we
about
have
it.
a baby now.
Yeah, right, right, right.
And
Okay, yeah, right. Yeah.
so, but Mark wanted to take, Juan under his wing. So maybe Mark would take Guillermo under his wing and hook him up with a pilot's job right after the Air Force. I don't know.
Okay, alright.
Anyway, their marriage is slowly crumbling in front of our eyes,
Yep.
which is
Mhm.
why this show is so fun
Fun.
to watch.
Fun. It's fun.
Fun. It's our favorite of the
You guys, we
franchise.
love it. We love HEA. God, I wish it would go on longer. Okay.
Katie, it was always Katie's favorite, which is just weird. When we would do this for our Patreon, like
Yeah.
I would dread doing HEA and she would love doing HEA, which I never understood because she likes sad things.
Oh, okay.
She
Well,
watches like Hoarders, like on rerun, like
right.
binges. So like she
No.
likes sad stuff.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay. Cara and Guillermo. We're not gonna solve it today. We have to move on from them.
We
So
wish you the best of luck with your crumbling union.
terrible, terrible marriage. So let's move on to Alex and Lauren. We're gonna slowly merge into all the other couples here. So go ahead and take a nap. It's gonna be a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So we open up with Lauren doing some saging with Noga. She's at the new house. She's saging. She doing so much saging. And she says, at the party the night before, the housewarming party, she's never seen Noga behave this way. It was really out of line. But Andre was out of line as well. And she
Mm-hmm.
she says to Noga, like, I should have defended you more. And Noga's like, I'm embarrassed by my own behavior. I don't act like this. But the way Andre speaks to people and women specifically is
Yeah.
horrible. L-
Yes.
Lauren says, I don't know. Is misogynistic the right word to use?
Lauren.
Lauren,
Yes, it
um,
is.
and because he feels the male role is superior to women. Yes, and you're married to a
Yes.
misogynist too. That's what it
Yes.
means.
That's what it means. And that sage stick was as big as a bull penis, and it is not big enough to get rid of all the misogyny going on
No,
with
you're
the
gonna need
Florida couples.
something else.
Yeah.
So, she goes, "Look, I'm friends with Libby, but I'm obviously not a fan of Andre. He's very alpha. I'm not his biggest fan, but I do really like Libby, and I hope I have time to clear the air with Elizabeth before she leaves on her trip for Moldova." Now, look, my thought here is, Lauren, why do you care so much? Do you care because it's a storyline and you guys like, let's come up with the storyline together so we can all be
Yeah.
on one more season? That's sort of my thought here, is that they plotted it all out before.
Oh, interesting.
Because Andre doesn't care if he looks like a jerk.
Yeah. No, he loves it. He thinks it's
Yeah.
getting him more seasons.
Yeah.
Um, or could she just care about her friend? Is that too? No, she more has to be wants to be right, wants to fix the situation. She is like a bit of a picker, like a
Hmm.
fixer, she's a yenta, which is it's she's one of my people, and
Yes.
so I think she might want to like get in there and fix the situation.
Yeah, but it's really none of her business. And this is not like Noga, like her best friend, that's not on the show. This is a show friend. So
I think
whatever.
she has to go. I think she actually thinks that Andre might like kidnap Libby and tie her
Mm,
to a chair and make her stay in Moldova. But like Libby does have free will, and
Yes.
she seems to be okay with being married to a chauvinist
Yeah.
and taking a backseat to her own wants. So, whatever.
Yeah, she does. All right, so now we are gonna get all 3 couples together. We get that dorky walking on the beach thing with all of them. Libby
I
and
have
Andre.
analyzed it so much because,
Yeah?
like, Andre puts his arm around Libby and she gives this look to the camera like, "Yeah, my husband's the hottest." It's
Uh-huh.
very braggy.
Uh-huh. I
And
have
then
not noticed this.
yeah, and then Lauren and Alexi, they're, like, the most seasoned of the couples, so they're like,
Yeah.
"We have kids now, we don't have anything to prove, we're just, like, walking, holding hands." But
Yeah.
then, Yara is obviously doing sexy strut, and she thinks they're the hottest couple, so because, like, they're I don't know, because
Well,
I
she's
think she
wrong.
thinks I think she thinks they're the hottest couple.
Well, she's hot. I'll put it that way.
She's super hot.
Yeah.
Some people think I think Jovi is attractive. I don't mind
No.
his teeth. I don't mind his teeth.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
there, I
this
said
may
it. I feel
may
better having
okay.
said it.
All right. He's got braces currently, so here's hoping.
No! What?
Mhm. I saw a picture she posted recently. He's smiling, and you zoom in, you can see the adult braces, and that made me really happy. Made me really happy. Oh, look,
Oh
Kimberly got her phone
my
out. She's like, "Let me
god.
look. Let me
That
look."
that might have ruined it for me.
Oh, because you want him to have janky teeth?
I don't love adult braces.
Oh, well, Lauren's got those adult but when we met her, she had those adult braces, and I'm wondering, like, when we met her, she had the adult braces, and Libby and Andre were at that same party, and I didn't see them just interacting a ton together, actually.
Interesting.
They
Also,
once or
why did
twice.
she need braces? I think she had her smile seemed fine.
I have no
There
idea.
must have been
Maybe
something going on.
she could have something with her jaw because of her,
Yeah.
Tourette's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you found the picture? Can I go on?
Go on. I haven't
Okay.
found the picture, but it's fine.
Okay. So they're gathering at Lauren and Alexi's because the dads are babysitting. Now, I have very strong feelings when you say the dads are babysitting.
Yeah,
Really
I
bugs
think
me.
a lot of your listeners are gonna feel the same way.
Yeah, the dads aren't babysitting. It's not daddy
It's not
daycare. These are your
it's
children.
not babysitting when it's your own child.
Yeah. So the moms are going to go out. So Jovi and Yara are in the car on the way over, and they're like, "Oh my God, everything in Miami so far. We've been in the car for 30 minutes. And is it going to be awkward? Last night, because there was that big fight." And Yara goes, "I don't know. I don't want the fighting. I don't want the drama. Like, who has the bigger boobs? Because I do." And all you hear is Jovi go,
That's funny. My
boobs,
wife's funny.
the boobs. She is
Was
very
she
funny, by the
I
way.
think she was making I think that was a joke about, like, a like, men measuring the size of their penises. Is that
Yeah,
what she was
yes.
saying?
I think
Yeah. Okay.
yes. She's like, it's not a
That's
boob
funny.
measuring contest because
Right,
obviously,
right.
yeah. So Lauren and Alexi talk, and she says, she's getting ready to go, and she goes, "I really want to talk to Libby because Andre is literally thinks he's going to Moldova on a one-way ticket." Now, this is where I think this is planned because this is not actually true. This man has a full house, cars, a career, bills to pay. He's not getting on a plane to Moldova on a one-way ticket. So no, that's not true. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So, Alex goes, "I think this is all fine for you to talk to her about it, but you need to be calm. You need to just have fun." And she goes, "That's great advice.
Yeah.
Great advice, babe.
We're the best couple.
We're the best couple. We're the most normal." So the talking head Lauren is like, "Mamas need to let loose and have some fun. Moms need to go out and drink. What? We need to dance. But I do want to talk to Libby about Andre before she goes to Moldova," which is like the next day, apparently. Like they're
Yeah.
leaving from Miami, I guess. So the talking head Libby goes, with the two of them together, Libby and Andre. She goes, "I don't want to deal with any more drama like last night. So hopefully, baby, you can keep your mouth shut." He goes, "I have no regrets about last night. Actually, I should have said more. Biting my tongue is rough for me. So, whatever." So she's like, "Okay, baby." So in the car, oh, because now no, that's not right. Um, mm, yeah, I guess so. I guess that they come over, all the couples come over, and then we get the 3 women in the car. I skipped a big chunk,
Yeah.
but it's fine. And Lauren says to the women, she goes, "Yeah, last night, the house party, like, That was sort of insane last night, the housewarming. And Libby goes, yeah, my husband was screamed at, but I'm good.
Okay,
And
Libby, I can't.
And Lauren goes, yeah, it wasn't appropriate, and Noga is my best friend and she's really my family. And I've been upset. Like I've actually lost sleep over it. The talking head, Libby goes,
Since
sure.
last night.
Yeah, I was like, it's been one night, according to you guys. Talking head, Libby goes, yeah, my husband could have chosen better words. Okay. Like everybody, if you don't, you know how he is. If you don't like him, don't talk to him. But okay,
Okay,
well,
but
there's
you
six
were at
people
the
at the house.
party. I can't. Okay,
Yeah.
Brittany. She's acting like Jackson Brittany. I swear, the excuses she makes for
Mm,
Andre.
yeah. Yeah. And she goes, but, Lauren could take some accountability and like, she didn't force her friend to yell at my husband, but she didn't do anything to stop it. Stop it. And also she was yelling at my husband. So I don't even know if she's going to own up to that.
He was yelling at her, and he's a man, and he
Yeah.
shouldn't talk to a woman like that in her own home either.
And
Also, it was her party.
Alex in his pineapple tank top should have stood up and said like, hey, don't speak to my wife like that. If you're going to speak to my wife like that, you guys need to leave or, you know, but I
Alex and
think,
that poor pineapple thing, he thought they were gonna do some swinging, and
but
then,
no,
but no,
no.
it would turn into a big fight instead.
He's like,
No,
don't
I
you?
told Maddie that, and then I texted him a picture, and I said, "It's not upside down. I think it's supposed to be upside down for it to mean swinging."
I think so too, but I think any pineapple is off limits now.
Yeah, I did.
And it's rough too, because in Alexandria, Virginia, like a big thing everywhere is pineapples. There's pineapple door knockers everywhere because a pineapple on your doorstep means welcome. And it goes,
Welcome,
or upside down means you're really welcome.
really welcome
You're
into my
really welcome.
vagina. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on in, as it were.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Sidebar. Okay. So Lauren tells Libby, she goes, look, Noga is really sorry. And inappropriate things were said on both sides. And
Yeah.
I've got to continue to be friends with you guys. I'm going to continue to be friends with Noga. And Libby goes, I know, like my husband, he says crazy stuff sometimes. And Yara goes, I think Yara's drunk. I think she got had drinks on the way over.
Yeah.
And she goes, I didn't hear him say anything too crazy. And Lauren's like, what the fuck? What?
Well,
Yara,
she did say, like, he's just Eastern European. So he just reminds me of my uncle, my dad, my brother, my
yeah.
cousin.
Mhm.
So
She was
my mom. So anyway, she's just like, that. It's like normal dinner.
yeah, she's like, "You just ignore it. Who cares? He's
Yeah.
stupid." So, they're like, "We wanna drink and we wanna dance," and Yara goes, "Yeah, so, like, I hope your friend doesn't show up so we could actually have some fun." I really love Yara, and I need more of her.
Yara's hilarious.
She's hilarious. So, back at the house, Alex is getting the guys some beers. "Hey, get some beers," and Jovi's like, "I don't even know if I wanna have drinks since last night." "Just kidding, I'm an alcoholic, give it to me." So,
Are there any strippers?
the strippers, "What time do these kids go to bed? Am I right?"
Mhm.
So then we see that Libby and Andre's son, Winston, bites one of Alex's sons, Shy. And they're like, oh no, Shy, what happened? And so Alex goes in there, he gets Shy, he goes, let me get you some ice and pull him into the kitchen. And right when he does that, you hear Jovi go, oh, hey, yeah, stop. Uh-oh, he bit the other kid too. And you look over and little Winston with his little blonde hair is sitting there like, what? And the other kid's like, ah! Like yelling. They took the one kid away, and Winston goes, "All
And
right,
he
well,
did.
that way." He
I'll
goes,
bet
"That
his
was."
brother.
He goes, They literally look like twins." So
Yeah.
bites the second one. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. That kid's name is Asher, and so Alex is like, "Uh oh, Ashy, you got bit too. Okay, come on to the kitchen."
Alex is being so nice about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think most people maybe wouldn't be that nice.
Listen, when kids are biters, they're biters, and it really is a problem. They get kicked out of preschool. It's really it's
Yeah.
that when they get that behavior, it's bad. It's very hard to get a kid not to bite. There's this not anything you would know about, but there was a show on when my kids were little. It was called Yo Gabba Gabba. And the
Yeah.
guy that did all the music for it was the guy from Devo. Okay.
Oh,
And he did all the music and it's totally like an acid trip, this show, Yo Gabba Gabba. And it won tons of awards because it was so
I've heard of
weird.
it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The whole song with these big, like, like Chuck E. Cheese people, but they're people in costumes that look like, I don't know what they look like, acid trip dinosaurs. I don't know what they looked
Yeah.
like, but it was a whole big thing of don't bite your friends. What do? We don't bite our friends. Ow, bite my friends hurt. Don't bite your friends. They had a whole song, Don't Bite Your Friends. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they need to get Winston to watch Yo Gabba Gabba. Don't bite your friends.
Well, Andre says it's like his way of showing affection.
He goes, oh, he bit me all the time. I'm like, okay, but what you need to do is not reinforce that
Let him.
behavior. Like it's cute. Don't let
Yeah.
him explain
Yeah.
that hurts me.
Yeah.
You know, Andre's like, I bite him back. It's no problem. So
I build strong, manly Eastern European men.
He bite me, I bite him back. He never do it again. So Jovi is laughing like, oh man. And the talking head Andre goes, yeah, this is how he shows love. But after last night, like, I don't need this. I don't, he bit me all the time. I don't need this. And the talking head Jovi goes, yeah, apple doesn't fall far from that tree. Yeah. Yeah. And Alex is like, what the hell? I can't wait by the way, for the women to get home. And it is going to be funny when they separate and they hear about it.
Yes.
Libby's going to be like, oh my God, Andre, why didn't you stop him? Because you knew the second kid looks just like the first one. He's going to bite him.
Lauren's going to be like, he called me Mama Bear last night. And Mama Bear's coming out now. You don't bite my kids.
Listen, you can bite the first one, but the second one, we're going to have a problem. So now the girls are out. It's the guys all joke like, daddy daycare not going so good. Now the girls are out in South Beach and they're going to a place where there's like male strippers, and Yara is funny. They're talking about how like stripping really is like a form of Pilates and it seems like a lot of work, and they're making fun of the
she
strippers.
was saying her Ukrainian Russian dancing where they bend down at the knees, you know, and they do the kicks. So she was showing the ladies that. And then she's like, it's like Pilates. And Lauren says like Pilates.
Oh, see, I thought they were like making fun of the strippers.
No, Yara goes, let me show you the traditional dancing from where I'm from. Oh. And then she does the, you know, with the, you bend.
And so you're like, you're bent all the way down, but you kick the legs out.
Do you remember the Fonz used to do it?
Yes.
Like
down.
that. Dance.
Hey.
Yeah.
Down. Yeah. Yeah. So they're having fun. They're making fun of the strippers. And, you know, Yara's like, Joey likes strippers and he wouldn't like this. So and then they go to like a quieter place on the street so they can chat and, you know, fight and be filmed. And Libby goes, you guys, like, this is so fun. Like, I should go to Miami more often. I want to see you guys more. But, you know, we're about to go to Moldova for 3 weeks to a month. Do you know how long you're going? Do you know the exact amount of days you're going? Because 3 weeks to a month is a week's difference.
They only have a one-way ticket. Lauren was right.
I don't think that's true. So Lauren says, okay, so you're going into this thinking of your family, but, you know, Andre, he is only thinking of himself and then his family. And Libby's just looking at her like, bitch. And Libby goes, you know, I'm open to moving there. Like, I'm open to moving there, you know, because I respect my husband and his leadership and what he wants to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I didn't like that, but it's not my marriage, so if it works for her, trad wife, it's fine.
I didn't like that. And Yara says, yeah, you don't even know, Lauren. What if she actually like it? Do you like it when you visit? You like it? And she goes, yeah, but when I'm there, I'm always like in vacation mode. So I don't know what, you know, I'm like, I can live here, but you know, you don't actually really know.
Yeah.
And Yara goes, listen, Moldova, there's a lot of, this is why I think she's drunk. She goes, there are a lot of other countries like very close by. You like, you jump in the car and go and you change your doctor or whatever.
What?
What did that mean?
If you don't like your doctor in Moldova, you could just drive across the border to another country, I guess she's saying. Which is hilarious because yesterday she was like, why would you want to move there? I got as far away as I could.
I think she's drunk when she says you could change your doctor or whatever. I was like, what are we talking about? Did we miss a section where they were talking about doctors and they cut it out? Like, did Lauren say like, you don't know what kind of health care they have there? Like, yeah. Does your Blue Cross Blue Shield transfer to the neighboring country? I don't know. So the talking head, Lauren is like, what is Yara doing? Why is she not helping? As a friend, you should want what's best for her. And then probably the production said they didn't show it. Like, why do you care so much? And Lauren goes, I care about her moving to Moldova because I understand her position. We both got married to opinionated Eastern Europeans, and I've had to learn to stand up for myself. I want Libby to be the happiest version of herself, and I don't think that can happen in Moldova. But again, it's none of your business.
Yeah.
This is not your
Also,
best friend from high school and your
were
kids are grown up together, like,
yeah. They almost moved back to Israel.
Yeah, totally. And Lauren
Not
goes,
that Moldova and Israel are the same. I don't know.
but it's a foreign country.
It's a foreign country.
Lauren goes, listen, I really hope you're not moving there. And I hope the next time I see you is here in Florida. And like, I don't have to go to Moldova. Gross. Um, and Libby just stares at her like, shut up. And the talking head Libby goes, look, I'm glad she apologized, but apologizing means nothing if you keep up with the same behavior and keep saying the same things. I'm about to leave for my trip. When I get back, she and I are going to have a conversation about boundaries. So I guess Libby and Andre we're gonna maybe follow them to Moldova for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That could be entertaining, I guess. You better hope that little shithead Winston doesn't bite anybody over there.
He's gonna be put in the corrupt police department that Andre used to be a part of, but like fled.
Right, of which we still
turned in some bad guys or something.
Mhm.
We don't know the whole story
Because he
there.
used to be afraid to go back, and now he's not.
Right. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Tiger Lily and Adnan, baby and baby.
Oh my God. So they somehow make it to the cabin in one piece despite him driving.
Yeah.
And he says, we don't have log cabins in Jordan because we don't have enough trees. And I was like, oh, that's fun. He has a better chance of making it in comedy than Sarper. I'm going to say it. I don't think he's necessarily a good person, but I do find him funnier than Sarper.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
So he's inspecting the kitchen and the boxes everywhere, and it doesn't look very good, but he loves it. I thought he was going to lose it, but he loves it. So he's like, I love everything with you. And then he said, even books. And I think maybe he said boxes, but the subtitle said even books. So okay. I love everything with you, even books, which I would normally hate because I am against learning. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So he's excited to be a real Texan with a cowboy hat. And then he goes into the bathroom and he says, good morning to the $20,000 toilet. Good morning. And he said he thought it would be covered with jewelry. And she's like sitting on the toilet in her clothes, like showing him the massage feature in the heated toilet seat.
Yeah.
And she shouldn't be doing that because she sprayed her friend last week.
I was waiting for her to spray him in the face.
Yeah.
I really was, because the way she was sitting, she wouldn't get hit, but he would, because his face was going down. I was like,
yeah.
And I don't think he would think that was funny because it would mess up his ascot,
Yeah. So she's like, look, there's water massage, baby. And he's like, massage? Like, not with your hands, though.
No.
And then they go out on the deck and she's tripping in her platform wedges. And she's like, you need to fix this deck, baby, so I can wear these shoes.
Those shoes.
Just don't wear those shoes.
Those are, and I understand that she posted about them, that they're, blah, 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 runway, blah, blah. They are horrendously ugly and do not look comfortable. And anybody who's ever been pregnant in your life will tell you that the luxury of being pregnant is you don't have to wear stupid shoes. And her ankles are swollen. She should be in slippers. She should be in Crocs. She should be in a Birkenstock. And these shoes are a crime against fashion also.
I agree. If I were pregnant, 6 months pregnant, I would be wearing fuzzy slippers everywhere, like to the bank, to the grocery store, and pajamas. Yeah. So she also, I did pause on the back of her head and I took a screen grab. I will show you. Okay. You can see her clip-on extensions, and I am terrible at things like that. Yeah. Like, I don't even notice. I was going to have you send it to Bunky Lindsay. Yeah, but I saw it. So, and I was proud of myself.
Good for you.
Then he points to the barn and says, baby, I hate that barn. There's a dying body in there. I'm sure of it. I thought that's hilarious. It does look, it could be a murder shed, We don't know. It looked pretty
The
nice from the outside, though.
It had
So
like a metal roof. Like, it didn't look like
yeah,
a ye old, like, Amish red barn that looked scary. It
no.
looked not what it was funny, though,
There
because
is
I
a
was like,
huge
"Oh."
pile of branches, though, that
Yeah.
is like Blair Witch style. There might be someone living inside of that.
I was like, "Is Adnan a true crime nerd like us?
Right. I
Wow.
think he might be.
Who knew?"
Who there was, one girl who was. Oh, it's the guy with the no chin and, what's her face? And
Wow. This
Sam and
describes so many people. Um,
Sam with the no chin because,
Sam is the boy?
yeah, and he had the drug problem, and so we thought
Yes.
maybe he didn't
Mhm.
have a job because
Uh-huh.
of it,
Yes.
and
Ooh.
she,
Ooh.
they just had a baby on Diaries.
Yeah,
It's
they had a
very
baby.
cute.
Yeah, yes. Mhm. And she was
But
the one that was into the horror movies. Yes.
she would be like, are you taking me? Is there a chainsaw massacre here? Like, she knew all of the movies, so
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. So then, they are going to the hotel because the cabin has a toilet, but nothing else apparently, because you got to
Right.
get the toilet in first.
Yeah.
And he's struggling with the luggage, and he's bitching. I think he's funny. I hate him. I don't think he's nice, but he's like, "Why am I not in Jordan? No one to help me with luggage.
Well,
There's
they're
no."
clearly staying at, like, at Hampton Inn or something. They're not
Yeah.
I think her luxury lifestyle has been way downgraded since she married somebody else. I think that was
Oh,
she
yeah. She
got
would
remarried, so
lose a
she
lot
lost
of, yeah.
because this
She
looks
would only
nothing
get
like
the
the place
child
she was in
support.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right. They were living in like a high rise.
And by the
Um,
way, he's Muslim and has to have the bidet, and you know that hotel doesn't have a bidet.
yeah.
He's gonna have to go to the other house to, like, go to the bathroom. Okay.
No, well, you could get one of those handheld portable ones.
True, 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 true.
So that Lauren has said that she uses when she's pregnant. So
Okay.
on Pillow Talk. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't
So he loads the luggage on the luggage rack pushy thing. I don't know
mhm.
what it's called. And he pushes her on it with the luggage. And then he's like, they get to the room and he's like, "Why are there black balloons?" Which was the question we've all been wondering. And she goes, because she brought him this huge, it's like the house from Up, but not colorful at all. It's black balloons.
Yeah.
And she goes, "It's classy, baby. It's chic."
Okay. Just like those shoes. We got it. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
And then he's like, "There's a knot in the balloons," and he can't get it. So then he bites one of them to pop it. And then we see the hotel room, which apparently she's been sleeping in with her children that we're never going to meet, and
Mhm.
that she also is sharing a room with Adnan that night. Like, she didn't get them a second or adjoining room because the kids are. We don't know how old the kids are, but the hotel room has confetti all over the floor and kids' toys. And he's like, "There's a tornado in the room. Like, you
Yeah.
couldn't have straightened up. Like,
So
I'm
much junk
coming
food.
here."
So much junk
It's
food.
so much junk food.
Yeah.
And so they're all four of them going to be in that room. His first night in America.
I'm sure the kids are with the dad for the first couple of nights because it's like it's like a Hampton Inn type of suite or like a Residence Inn or something. Because there's the bedroom area, and then probably the kids are sleeping on the pull-out couch in the main
Okay.
area because they're probably like 8, I think they're like 8 and 5.
Yeah.
So one area is the living room, one area is like her bedroom, and so probably for the first couple of nights, they'll be alone, and then the kids will come, and we'll never see them, but we will see their, the
Mess.
disaster in their wake. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, well, if it's a Hampton Inn, then maybe that's why she didn't have them clean the room because they only clean like once a week at those like long-term hotels,
And also, that's
right?
not fair. Don't make those people clean up your disgusting mess.
I
Yeah.
know, I
Mm.
agree. But also if I came to America and traveled for 30 hours and there was
Yeah.
literally kids stickiness everywhere, I'd be like, "Hmm." But he
Mm.
better get used to it. If he's gonna be a stepdad and a dad, get used to it,
That's
buddy.
right. That's right.
So, she goes, "It's hard to keep a room tidy with kids. I'm not a tidy person." And he's like, "Well, when you better keep our house clean, woman." You know? And she's like, okay, sure. And then she's massaging his shoulders, and she worries that he's too spoiled by the women in his family, and she might expect that from her, which is why she's massaging his shoulders, I guess.
Mhm, mhm.
So maybe you should talk about this expectations, or
Or
have you talked
not.
about this before you got pregnant?
Yeah,
And then they go off to the bedroom. And so then the next day, they are driving to see his brother, who lives in the US with his wife. And he lived in Boston, but he moved to Texas to be near Adnan.
crazy.
I hope the wife was on board.
Mhm.
You don't even know if Adnan's going to stay.
And
So
I mean, this whole thing with the brother being here, I don't think we knew this, and it's
we
interesting
didn't
in,
know
like,
this.
is he married to a Muslim woman? Did he marry
Right.
an American Christian woman, same as Adnan? Interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Mhm. So, they see the brother, Faris, and the brothers hug and are so excited to see each other. It's very cute. And then Tiger Lily is like, "Hi, nice to meet you."
And do you want to think Ferris is like, "Suck it, favorite brother Thayer. Ferris is here now."
Yeah. I am favorite brother now.
I am favorite brother now. Suck it, favorite brother Thayer. Just because you massaged his groin on his wedding night means nothing.
I tried to tell Katie about that. She was utterly confused.
I listened to that
The
episode. It was funny.
So, they meet they go to this country club, and Adnan is excited to play luxury golf like a luxurious businessman who doesn't have a business, but he's in America now. So,
I looked up
luxury
I
golf.
looked I looked up this place.
Okay, how much does
Okay.
it cost to play a round
It's
of golf?
$18,
Oh, okay.
and that's pretty good, and if you wanna
Mhm.
join for a 5-day a week or a 7-day a week, it's like $2,400 for a year, and you could play 5 or 7 days a week.
That
So,
sounds really cheap, actually.
it's a cheap place. I think she probably did belong to some very fancy country club that now that she remarried, she's not allowed to go to anymore.
Blackballed from there. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Adnan they're driving the golf cart, and Tiger Lily says it's like Mario Kart, which I thought was funny, and I think the brother is, like, making Mario Kart, like, Wario noises back at her, but I couldn't tell 100%
Oh,
if he knew what that was. He was making funny noises that to me could have been Wario, but I'm
I
not
wouldn't
100% sure.
I also would not know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mario Kart's like the only game I know.
Oh,
So Adnan does not know how to golf, and that he's a man, so that's not going to stop him. And he goes out there and he's chalking up giant parts of the turf, just sod is flying,
yeah,
and he's like having a great time. So maybe a lesson next time. Just
yeah,
take a lesson.
yeah.
So they sit down to eat, and they say they have missed two prayer times,
Mhm,
and he says, are you gonna teach the baby to pray? And he said, yeah, of course, baby is Muslim, right, baby? And she's like, yes, baby. And then baby's Muslim, yes, baby. And then he says, but I would be happier if you became Muslim. And
mhm,
she's like, but when did you change your mind? Because you knew I was Christian and you were fine with it. And he said, well, I didn't change my mind. I always accepted that you were Christian, but I hoped that you would become Muslim. And I'm just
mhm,
saying it now for the first time.
mhm.
So
Now
it
that
would
I'm
appear
here
that
and we're married
now
and we have a kid.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
So she says, well, I don't want to change my religion for him. And if I wanted to do it for myself, that would be different. And Faris goes, yes, I like your mind. So
Yeah,
he agrees with her. But that's what all the guys on the show say that are Muslim. They're like, you
every
have to do it
time,
for you. I
every
know
time.
it sounds like I'm making you and that you're doing it for me, but you have to do it for you.
Every time, that's what they say.
Yeah.
We've heard this 20 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on Forbidden Love too.
Yep.
So, which is that show ever coming back? Or did that not do well?
TLC gives
So
and they take away. We don't
I
know.
know
Yeah, yeah.
they really do. So, in their talking head, Tiger Lily and Adnan, he says, "You're my wife, and I'm scared for you, and I want to protect you, and I want to save you." And she's
Ugh.
like, "Yike! It,
She's like, "No, baby," but, whatever.
I
She's out.
don't. Why are you talking like preachy like that? I don't like that, baby."
Mhm. Does he even know what preachy means? Probably not.
No, I don't think he knows how he sounds, or the language that he's using, but she has heard it. She lives in Texas, and she
Yeah.
knows that preachy language, and she's like, "Nope."
Great point. Well, we see what's happening with them now. We see it on social media and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how we get there
Mhm.
and if it's true, because I feel like
And
it's
if
not
it
true.
that's what or if it's she's leaning into the trad wife, Muslim wife for the engagement on social media. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what
And
I'm
to
wondering.
sell the clothing that she's trying to sell.
Right.
Mhm.
Totally.
Mhm. The business that they
Yeah.
have of selling these clothes.
Yeah.
God, they're noxious. Okay.
Smart. It's smart business move,
It is. It is.
but if you don't believe it, that's gross.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Um, okay, let's move it on to Darce and Georgie, Bulgaria and Georgie. So, speaking of Eastern European men, so she's shopping. She's trying to find some more conservative clothes. And she's with this girl, Roxy, that you remember is also married to a Bulgarian guy. And she comes out and she's in like this. Darcy comes out and she's like this black high neck dress with their arms out, which seemed pretty conservative to me. And Roxy goes, no, 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 no. This is for Beverly Hills, not Bulgaria. And then she goes, well, what if I put on this jacket? Like, what if we're going out for like a date night, like a nice restaurant? And it's got like random sequins hanging. It's hideous, this jacket.
Yeah.
But I mean, and she's like,
It
"What if I put this
did
over it?"
reminded me of 90s style that's coming back or has already been back. The jackets with, like, the big studs,
Y
sequins, and stuff like
yeah,
that on
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I don't like it. And she says, Roxy goes, "No, you cannot do this. No, 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 no. This is you're going to Bulgaria. If you don't earn the respect, you will get sent back. You'll get sent back here to States. You can't embarrass him, Darcy. Let's tone this outfit down with some flats." She's got on like a Chanel lookalike kind of outfit.
Yeah.
And so Darcy takes her shoes off to show her like how short she really is. She's like, "Oh my gosh, and
Yeah.
his family's tall and it's crazy." Um, and Roxy is trying really hard to help her. She's like, "I'm married to a guy from Bulgaria. I can tell you this happened to me. I went over there because I'm always in like tank tops and leggings, and they don't like it." And then she's telling her, "You need to get rid of those long nails. You need to get some mom nails." I was like, "Should I be offended? Do I have mom nails? Probably so."
I bite
Um,
mine.
I know. And you gotta remove these lashes. And she says, "You don't wanna be flashy. You wanna be respectful, blah, blah, blah." So Darcy takes herself the clothes that she wears just to go to, like, a beauty appointment are things that I would never wear on, like, a night out. It is like a sheer
No.
half outfit with, like, the glam it's crazy. So she goes to the
Listen, I know Keisha is screaming because I heard all your episodes about the, flesh tone bodysuit on
yeah,
Love After Lockup too. You
so many flesh-colored bodysuits.
yeah.
So many. Why? Why? So they go to this AFL beauty bar and we see Fatima. So Fatima, I guess, is the F in AFL. Wasn't Fatima at the bachelorette party for Stacy?
She looks very familiar to me.
She's very familiar in this realm. And I feel like Fatima was at the bachelorette party of Stacy when Georgie and not Florian, but the guy with the spiky hair got into a fight. And
They're
Georgie
the friend,
yeah.
the guy that's like their brother.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like Fatima was there that night.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. And we've seen her the friend, Leslie. We see Leslie. We've seen Leslie quite a bit. And she walks in like, "Oh my god, you look amazing, girl. Look at you, runway. Oh my gosh, you look like a doll. You look like a Barbie. You're incredible." I'm like, Quit encouraging her.
What kind of
Stop."
doll does she look like? That Annabelle doll that kills people?
The Bratz dolls?
Is it It's not Megan.
No,
She's on another season,
no.
flossing and killing
Yeah.
people.
So Darcy goes, "Okay, so
She
what I'm gonna
does look
do."
like a Bratz doll. That's
Oh,
exactly right.
yes, she does. And she goes, "Listen, I'm in here. I gotta tone down my lashes. Okay. I gotta tone them down. I can't tone down this. Can't tone down this, the boobs, the butt, and the face. I can't tone all that down. It's just what it is. The
It's
lashes.
not just what it is. You were born like that.
No, you did it to
You
yourself."
did it to yourself.
She goes, "The lashes are gonna help. They're gonna make me look more conservative. Okay. And this is a big deal. It's a big deal. I'm having to change a piece of myself with these lashes." So they show her the lashes, right? And this reminds me like when you go to the groomer and they show you how
Or
short you
you
want your dog's hair. It's
yeah.
like 1, 2, 3, or 4, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And the 1 is the lowest shaved level you can give the dog, and then the 5 is like if
Yeah.
you still want a little fluff. So they're
Uh,
showing her the 16, which I have to assume is like centimeters,
yeah.
16
Tarantulas
versus
on your face.
tarantula, the biggest ones you could possibly do, or the 6s, which would probably be just like a normal person would get a couple on the edges to go to an
Right.
event. She was like, "Look, I know you like the 16s, but why don't we go down to like the 7 9s or whatever?" And I have to assume that means like they start at 7 in the middle and go out to 9 on the outer edge.
Mm.
And she goes, "Okay, I'm gonna do it. Yep, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna be brave. Gonna be brave. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the 13s. I'm going for the 13s." So she went down
She
one
is
size.
she is acting like she has given up a part of herself.
Yes,
Like she's one of her horcruxes just died.
yes,
And like but this is true like body dysmorphia, like that she is so attached to her looks that this is she feels like she's giving up a part of herself by
and maybe
going
that's why
down.
maybe that's why the friends are all like, "Oh my god, it's so great." They're trying to, like,
Yeah.
encourage her. Um, so she goes, "Listen, here's the thing. My eyes are bald, losing hair down there, all over. You know you know what? A little lash never hurt
Wow.
nobody. Little lash never hurt nobody."
Okay,
So
yours hurt me, and also your eyebrows being black hurt me.
they're very, very
Why are they
Muppet
black?
ready. Yeah. So then they discuss how Georgie had this job for a while that he didn't even tell her about. And then he got a promotion at this new job. And she's like, "Yeah, it's crazy." And they're like, "You're married. Like, that's really weird." I think he's trying to, like, again, like we thought before when he was hiding money in his sock drawer. I think he's
Mhm.
trying to save up his money to get away from her.
Mhm.
Um, and she goes, "Yeah, what I'm hoping is that with this trip and everything, and how he was finally honest with me that he got a promotion at his job or that he had a job at all. Um, I'm hoping we're going to work towards transparency. We're going to work on our relationship. And I'm hoping to see I really like Georgie's softer side. Like, see when he's vulnerable. I really do. I like to see it. So we
Maybe
see,
transparency before you get married.
I think if your husband gets a job, he should tell you. I mean,
Yeah, that's
she's
not
not
crazy.
wrong. She's not
No.
wrong.
And I feel
So
like he gaslights her by making her think it's normal, or other men have made her think that this is normal or whatever, but this is not normal.
why do you need to know where I go from 9 to 7? Who cares?
Right.
Mind your business.
Well, maybe
So
because her dad was in like the CIA or whatever you said.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's used to some secrecy.
I think she's pretty sure Georgie's not in the CIA.
Yeah.
So now we see the production just does her dirty. It's like Darcy's normal look, Darcy's new look. And look, I gotta say, the new ones do look better, and they are not quite so crazy. And listen, maybe next time we'll step down to a 9, but she could only step down to 13. That's all she could do.
I I actually thought the originals looked better because I felt
Oh.
like they matched the rest of her look. They
Oh,
match her
okay.
extreme bleached hair, her
Yeah,
extreme eyebrows, her extreme lips.
yeah.
She looks like she should be living at the Capitol in the Hunger Games, but now her
Mhm.
eyelashes look slightly less so. So it almost looks a little weird to me.
Oh, no, I like the younger ones. So it's the new ones. So she turns around, this is when they all go, "Oh my god, you look so young, so fresh. Who would ever have known? You don't even need all those lashes. Look at you, Darcy. You look so great." And I wonder if this is their, like, reverse psychology of, like, if we tell her how maybe then she'll lessen something else. Maybe she'll get those
Right.
giant boobs taken out. Maybe she'll
Mhm.
stop with the filler and the fox eye
Mhm.
thing and.
Mhm.
So in her talking head, she goes, "Yeah, Georgie and I were going to Bulgaria. And really, this is our honeymoon because we never had a honeymoon. And I want to dress respectfully. But, we're not going to be with the family the whole time. I can pack some sexy stuff. I can get sexy. Okay."
Oh my god.
So now we see her packing and packing in the living room as a trope, as we have on these shows. I've never understood it. She's literally like smacking her own ass, like, "Yeah, look at this. She still got it. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Doing it
She has
big."
to be her own hype person because her husband does not even like her as a person.
She's like looking at this lingerie going, yeah, girl, still got it. Yeah. I was like, who are you talking to? Oh my God. So you really do wonder when there are no cameras there and Darcy and or Stacy are walking around their apartments alone, if they
Totally.
do still quote mantras to themselves under their
I
breath all
think
day.
so.
Yeah, you got
Girl
it. Go.
power.
Good.
Love
Snatch.
it. Sexy. 50 and sexy.
Yeah.
Still got it,
That's right.
girl.
Still got it. Yeah.
Like
Power
as
couple.
you're heating up your like
Yeah.
mean cuisine in the microwave. Still got it. I'm still
Yeah.
sexy.
Like, oh yeah. Ooh, got it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
moist. Love it. Juicy. Juicy.
Juicy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sexy. Just like the sexy pasta. Just
gosh.
juicy. Just juice is dripping down my chin. Like, who are you trying to turn on? Yourself?
It's so crazy.
The dog? What are you doing?
So she goes, okay, that's good. Bag 1 of 4. Done. And he goes, can I ask you something in those 4 bags? You have any appropriate clothes in the 4 bags? And she pulls up a silk blouse. She goes, look at this. Conservative. Silk blouse. See? Silk. And he goes, I know, but you need comfortable clothes too. She goes, I got it. I've got it. I figured it out. And so she's wearing a black cat suit, with her boobs out. And I think what she is
Huge boobs.
she buys clothes for her size, which is probably like a small because she's a tiny person.
Yeah.
But her boobs are an XL.
Right.
So, yeah. So she goes, what about this? What about what I'm wearing? And he goes, oh my God, your boobs is out. And she goes, but look, babe, I'm going to put on this giant coat. I'm going to, people are going to like stop me in the airport to be like, oh my gosh, is this, what's his name? George, whatever, with the crazy hair, George Clinton and the P-Funk. Yeah. Look at me.
I thought
Everything
she looks like
has-
a mob. She looks like a mob wife.
Everything she has tags on it. Every single thing she pulls out has a tag on it. She's like, I'm going to return this if I don't wear it when I get back. So, so she shows the coat. She goes, it's like a blanket. It's covered. Everything's covered. See? Now, meanwhile, he's talking. She is whooshing around these various scarves. Okay. Later, we see she has a Christian Dior one on, but this one is Chanel. These are all fake. I'm just telling you right now. Okay. And she's, I don't know that. I have no evidence of that other than she would be living on the street if she actually, if all this stuff was actually designer. It would cost way too much money. So she's messing around with the scarves to see how she could do it. And she goes, I've toned it down a lot. Look at my lashes. Look at me. Look, I'm practically an albino. Can't even see. Can't even see. Look. And he goes, Darcy, they look same. They look same. And she goes, oh my God, no, I was 16, now I'm at 13. Okay. It's a big change for me. So he says in his talking head, oh, thank you, Darcy, for listening to me with this natural looking eyelash. I'm 100% sure my parents, they're not going to notice your big cleavage, your stripper shoes, and your short skirts. Oh my God, the Darcy thinking. I mean, it's shocking sometimes, but hopefully now with short eyelashes, she can see better to see how inappropriate she dress.
Yeah.
Georgie, shut up. This is the girl you married. Zip it. I'm getting really, I like to make fun of Darcy as much as the next person.
Yeah.
But he's pissing me off.
No, it seems like he does not even like her.
Yeah.
Like, let alone in love with her. Like, do you even like her?
It's not great. And he's talking so badly about her behind her back to her. And then like when he came to her, we didn't get to talk about it, but when he showed up at her birthday party last night, he's like, whoa, like it's about him. I was like, it's not your birthday. Go get in a corner somewhere with Florian. So she says, don't worry, I'm going to dress for the occasion when I need to, whatever it is. It's okay. It's no big deal. I got it. And he goes, I don't want to talk about these same things over and over. You don't respect what I say. It's pissing me off. Your boobs are out. You're uncovered. I don't want you walking in like this in the streets of Bulgaria because people will think you're prostitute whore.
Now, I mean, that's rude as hell, but he's not wrong. And he did make himself clear, like, and she is in delusion if she thinks that she can wear that top with it. I mean, like, literally, you can almost see nipple. Like,
well, this is the airplane outfit, which
that's true. That's true.
And it won't be comfortable on the airplane, but she's trying to look a certain way in the Miami airport.
Yeah.
And then
is she going to change on the plane when they fly into Moldova?
Throw a sweater over it. Find a sweater that'll fit over those giant knockers. So meanwhile, when he's like, people think you prostitute whore, she's not offended at all. She's just whipping these fake scarves all around the air.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah. And she goes, I'm not a hoe. Stop it. I'm not even finished getting dressed yet. You don't even know what all I'm going to wear. And he goes, you don't care. You're not thinking about me. You don't care about this trip. And the talking
Okay,
head,
that's not true. Look at all those
no,
tags. She went shopping. She
she's been
cares.
shopping. She got her
She went
eyelashes
down
taken
3
down.
sizes on her eyelashes.
In the talking head, he goes, I'm very worried about this trip. The women in Bulgaria, they just don't dress like this, especially at 50 years old. And I worry about what my family and friends will think about her and also of me because I'm married to her. So that's the
That's
problem.
it. Yep.
That's it.
You
He
don't wanna be
worries
embarrassed. Mhm.
because this is the kind of gal he liked in Connecticut and Miami.
Yeah.
And when I think he initially met her in New York, this was what now it's ramped up quite a bit since he was first with
Yeah.
her. But they've been married a year now. This is what he married.
Mhm.
He doesn't want his family to think ill of him because he married a woman that keeps herself this way.
Right.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Georgie. You got yourself into quite a pickle.
You do.
But yeah,
But maybe go and stand up for your choices and stand up for your
you stand
woman
up for
and be
your wife.
like, she pays for everything and has stuck with me despite me cheating on her. So
Uh-huh.
it's fine that she dresses like this.
And also, don't mention that she's 50 because that has nothing to do with it. So
She can
zip
dress
it up.
however she wants at any
Right.
age.
Right.
She's Darcy. God damn it.
So she's like, I love you. Let's make this fun. Let's not get angry. Let's listen to each other. Let's communicate. And he goes, listen, you're showing effort by saying I love you in Bulgarian over and over. She's like,
The
Jingatang,
one phrase.
Jishate, Jingate, don't I sound like Bulgarian. Jingshang. He goes, okay, you're making effort. Let's go. And he goes, I apologize. I'm very stressed about this trip. Let's go. So they go to the airport and the talking head, she cries just for no reason. She's just standing there and goes, yeah, going to Bulgaria. I'm so excited. And I do. Just out of the
I'm
blue.
a giver. She goes,
I'm a giver.
I'm a giver.
I'm a
I
giver.
want them to feel my love and that I've always had his back. I want to feel that love in return. And I was like, I'm hearing a lot of eyes in that sentence, that you are trying to show how great you are, how much you love him, how much you've supported him, how much you've paid for, and you want that love in return from his family.
It's
So
when
is
she
this all
goes,
about you, Darcy?
I'm a giver. I'm a giver. I want to give love. I love their son. I want them to know how much I love their son. And I want to feel their love. Like, these people have never met you. Cover up your boobs. I don't know what to tell you, girl. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, it wouldn't be a good episode if Darcy didn't cry about something ridiculous. So we're here for it.
Yeah.
We're going to finish up like we have done the last 26 times and seasons of us talking about this, which is with Jasmine and Gino, and they're on your turf now. So let's hear
Oh
it.
boy. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
So happy about this
Yeah.
change in programming. So Gino is telling cousin Dana about the ice bar in Vegas and the ice boobies. And Dana is like, oh, wow.
What was the word that they were bleeping out?
I think titties.
Okay. Thank you.
Or tits. Yeah.
Okay. It was something
And
with
Dana's
boob, with breast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dana's like, wow. Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that in Michigan.
No,
So,
wow.
and he goes, and Gino goes, and then we kissed. And Dana goes, did your lips get stuck together? Because he's seen A Christmas Story too.
Right.
And these are real deep fears if you've seen that movie. So Gino says that Dana thought, you thought I was crazy to do the open marriage, but you supported me the whole time. And Dana goes, it's never a dull moment with you, Gino. And I was like, Dana is only friends with Gino because of the stories, because he's like, Dana is growing a rat tail, if you noticed it in the back, because he is so bored with his life. And he's like, my crazy cousin Gino has the best stories. He's out living life. It's really weird. It's like a cowlick in the back at the bottom, and it is dangling, and it's not thin like a real rat tail yet, but it's like a mullet it's doing something back there.
Okay. I can tell you
so I was
Michelle's not going to like that.
Michelle's not going to stand for that.
Mm-mm.
Dana maybe is going through like a midlife crisis or something.
Yeah.
So, but he loves hearing the stories from
Yeah.
wild cousin Gino. So Gino is like, yeah, I know I need to talk to Jasmine, but I'm worried that Jasmine might be so mad that she runs me over in the car in the parking lot and then Googles how long to die in snow. So Dana tells Gino, okay, well, you should meet with her, but you shouldn't be scared because she's told Michelle that she still loves you and she's waiting for you. And Gino is like, yeah, she's probably lying because she lied to me about everything. And I was like, okay, but so did you, pot kettle. You lied about a bajillion things as well.
Lot. Yeah.
So, and you sent her naked pictures to your ex. Never forget.
Never forget.
And you gave her a toothbrush. So meanwhile, I said, no one's forgotten. So did you see that post I sent you with the people's favorite screenshots from the show? And one of them was your toothbrush on the ground.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, Jasmine is putting on a face mask and she's getting in that heat box sweat home sauna. I don't know what you call it.
Home
you
sauna.
Zip it up.
Yeah.
Home sauna and you zip it up and then just your head is out. And poor Coco comes home with Matt and can't get to her. And I was like, Coco,
Coco.
I love Coco. So she tells Matt, Gino sent me an email. And Matt says, oh, he knows how to use the internet. He makes these subtle, not subtle, totally unsubtle digs about Gino's age all the time.
I think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. But also they're so like not witty. They're so like obvious,
Yeah.
because it's Matt. So he's like, oh, he has a computer. Okay. So Gino wants to meet with Jasmine at the park during the day in public. So there's less likely to be a homicide. And Matt is like, okay, if you guys get back together, how does this affect me and my bang buddy?
Right.
Can we still bang? And he tells us, I have feelings for Jasmine and I don't want her to go back to Gino. And he has feelings in the way like a gym bro has feelings. Like, I think he does love, like have feelings for her, but it's like the most that he's capable. Like,
oh,
he's a simple man.
Oh, I don't think so.
What do you think? Do you think
I think she found this new boyfriend and they came up with this whole plan to say open marriage. And I think Jasmine and Gino are in on it together this whole time. And then Gino would only agree to this whole long drawn out plan of saying the open marriage and Matt. And now she's got the new boyfriend if he can have a redemption arc of showing that he will kiss another woman. And I believe now he's on the single life. So Gino's like, I'll only agree to drag this out for 3 more seasons of 3 different, franchises if in the end I'm shown not to have a non-working wiener.
But what do you think Matt thinks? I was talking about Matt.
I know. I think Matt is also in on it because he is Jasmine's new boyfriend and they did get pregnant on purpose, I think.
So do you think he loves Jasmine?
Yes, I think they are a real couple that is in love.
They
even did their version of the Coldplay concert couple, which was pretty funny. It was funny, like things that you should have done instead. Like the first one with the camera, just wave, hey, hey, and then the other one was like pretend the one was doing the Heimlich. They were
yes, oh, that's good.
It was really.
I love that.
It was very.
That's funny. Okay, well, she is funny. She's hilarious.
She's hilarious. She's pretty mean, but she's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think if Matt's
not
going to be our new
necessarily a
cast
good
member.
person, but funny.
No.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen her other kids in years.
Yeah, doesn't care. So she says if Gino says that we have to stop banging, we have to stop. And I will miss you. And she starts to cry. And Coco is on Matt's lap because Coco definitely prefers Matt. And I do feel like dogs know. And Gino was always like Coco, but like didn't pet Coco a lot. There wasn't like a lot of physical contact. And I feel like Coco really loves Matt. So she puts on no pants and thigh high boots so that I don't know, they can just go banging out in the parking lot. She's ready to go.
Yeah.
And Matt says, okay, good luck. I'm just a phone call away. And he hopes that Gino will show him his true self, and Jasmine will realize that she should give him a chance. And so Gino is in the parking lot. He's brought some of her clothes, and then he starts smelling them, which wasn't creepy at all.
Not at all.
And
not weird at all. Like really prolonged sniffing
in a parking lot. If there was a children's like jungle gym nearby, I would take my children home.
Call the police.
Call the police, and I would drive home on a different route than we normally take. So he also brought her coffee machine because she loves that coffee machine, I guess. Like it's been 4 months. I'm assuming she has found a new coffee solution at Matt's house.
Yeah, so she could go to Target. Yeah.
Yeah. He has not been sleeping because he's been trying to decide what to do between Jasmine and Natalie. But just today, he found out that she cheated on him before the open marriage, and that makes his decision much easier. So meanwhile, Jasmine shows up in no pants, thinking, I might sleep in my own bed tonight with my husband.
She didn't think that. Come on.
No. But she did wear no pants, so she's ready for the occasion.
She's in a dress, Kimberly. I think it's like a big flannel shirt dress situation that she belted. It looked terrible.
Okay.
She didn't have good style.
See her vagina.
Oh,
so she walks up and sees the coffee machine and her clothes and is like, this is not what I expected. I thought we were making up. And so she says, what's going on? Where have you been recently? And he's like, where have I been recently? What do you mean? And she's like, you were gone with a woman. And he goes, yeah, I went to Vegas to see a woman. I sucked some ice boobies. It was great. We had a great time. And she's like, you are married. And he's like, well, I did have a good time with Natalie because we just fight all the time. And I had a great time with her. And Jasmine's like, how long were you with her? And for how many days? And he's like, 3 days. She's like, so you're comparing a 3-day bang trip in Vegas to a 5-year relationship in Michigan. That is not a fair comparison at all. And you are too old for this. I could make any man the happiest he's ever been for 3 days.
I loved that.
I can hide my crazy for 3 days.
Right.
72 hours, I can do it. I don't know if she can do it. I actually don't know if she could.
I think she could.
She's pretty manipulative, and I think she could do it.
Yeah.
So you don't know anything about Natalie. You spent 72 hours with her in Vegas. Yeah. Like, calm down. So he says, well, that's not fair because we've been fighting since you got here, and we always got along in Panama.
What? Roll the tape. Tape. What?
I'm sorry. Let's go back to the knives situation when he couldn't cut because he didn't have the proper knives and you guys were screaming at each other. Yes. And I thought one of you was going to push the other one off of that high-rise balcony.
Yes.
In front of her poor niece
/
daughter, sister daughter,
allegedly, whatever. Yes.
And Coco would have to see that. And the same building that Dan lives in.
I mean, we always got along in Panama. No, they didn't. Remember when they stayed at some hotel and she went down 2 floors and had a bachelorette party? I mean, no,
with the male stripper and left him alone in the room. Yep.
They didn't all. Okay, listen.
Where you screamed in the hotel gym and scared production, and I thought you were going to kill someone. That
also the toothbrush incident happened also in Panama. They were on vacation. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, Matt Sharp.
Nope.
We've seen this show. You didn't always get along in Panama.
I remember the toothbrush.
Come on.
So she starts crying and she says, I'm such an idiot. She does her telenovela. I'm such an idiot. I missed you so much and my stuff is still in boxes because I've been waiting for you. And he says, you broke the rules. You were going to the gym for 8 hours a day and you were probably not even at the gym. You were having sex. But the bigger issue is I just found out today coincidentally, that you were cheating on him 4 months before the open marriage. I looked at your
By the
phone
way,
records.
he never says the open marriage. Did you notice he just says open marriage? Just like when he used to say she wants to come to USA. He keeps just saying open marriage before we agreed to open marriage. And you were talking to him 4 months before the resort and open marriage. He never says the open marriage. It's very
That's
strange.
very funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch for that.
Yeah.
So he's like, I looked at phone records. You were calling Matt. And he's like, you were calling Matt. What the fuck is that? And his voice gets so high.
Yeah.
And like miles away, Coco is like, ow, it hurt my
Coco's
ears.
like, is that guy that used to yell at my mom?
Yeah, with the hats.
Yeah.
So the hats that smelled bad. So she said, we were friends. That's why I called him. And he says, this was before therapy. You were talking to him from 2 minutes to 60 minutes. Like, okay, big range.
Yeah.
And he says, I should have gone with my instincts. When you brought up open marriage, I knew that you were already cheating. And you convinced me that you weren't. And then they roll the clip of her gaslighting him and convincing that she hasn't been cheating. And she says, I was not dating Matt. These are serious accusations. I swear on my life I didn't cheat. But she's not that upset, which makes me think it's all true. She's not upset enough. I think she did cheat. I think it's emotionally cheating, even if she didn't sleep with him. And I mean, she was talking to another man for hours at a time on the phone.
And I think it was all agreed upon for this storyline. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So I think she's able to say I wasn't cheating because we agreed upon it.
We
So
agreed on it.
Yeah.
She says, I swear on my life I didn't cheat. I thought she was going to say, I swear on my children, but she has forgotten about the children.
Yeah, she forgot she had kids. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, God, send me the worst disease if I cheated on Gino.
Uh-oh.
So now she's trying to gaslight us.
Yeah. Right.
So then all of a sudden it's nighttime because they've been in that parking lot for way too long and there are no more children left at the park. Thank God. And he's still talking about the phone records. I saw the phone records and then the crickets outside are going nuts because they're hoping to drown out this horrible screeching fighting. And she says, I had to call Matt to have him drive me to the gym because you said you wouldn't drive me. So that's what those 2-minute phone calls were.
Right.
Not the 60-minute. And she's like, where's your evidence? And he goes, I'll print it for you. I have a printer. I'm going to need more toner because my printer is low on ink, but I will print it for you.
Where's Matt when you need him to like jump up from behind the car and be like, I told you he was old. He's going to print it.
He's old. He has a printer. Is he going to fax it too? So he's a telegram. So he says, you know what? I want a divorce. And she goes, and she like, you kind of see something like flash over her eyes, like, oh, we're doing this now. Like either this is fake and we're doing the divorce storyline, or I can't manipulate him anymore. Like, because she doesn't even try to fight. She's like, I'm not going to beg. Okay. So she takes her clothes and it's like almost sad sack, like Charlie Brown music playing, and she takes her clothes out of his car and puts them on the ground in the parking lot.
Interesting choice. Yeah.
And then he goes, there are no hats in there. I just want to make sure and she's like, no, there are no hats, Gino. And then he comes over and checks. He lifts up the yoga mat. He's like, I just want to make sure nothing got stuck in there or something.
Because I have 12 to 15 hats in the backseat of my car
a new
all
hat.
time. Yeah.
Buy a new hat. Are those not like $10 hats that you're wearing all the time? Are they expensive hats lined in gold?
Also, put the yoga mat down first and put the clothes on top.
On top.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. So he goes, well, it's sad that it ended this way. And she goes, it's all my fault. And be at peace. Told him to be at peace. And then she sits down on the pile of clothes and the yoga mat. And he backs up the minivan and almost hits her with the car.
Yes. So close.
It was so close. I was like, does he have a backup camera? Because he's not even slowing down. And she doesn't move. She's sort of like Either it's not as close as it looked, or she's just like, run me over.
Just go
Then
to
I'll be a
Wayfair.
real victim and it'll be gold for TV.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she says, then she, in her talking head, she's now flipped it to be Natalie's fault because it was all her fault, but now it's all Natalie's fault.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like, he never thought about divorce until he went to Vegas with that woman. That woman put this idea in his head. So
And I
then
wonder
she's gonna
too what
go
kind
yell at
of
Natalie.
I wondered what kind of time clock we're on as far as the divorce goes, as far as her green card status, and no matter what, he's responsible for her for 10 years, no matter when they get
Right.
divorced. But if they get divorced now, is there any grounds for her to be deported? So maybe that's Matt looks like he would be fine to move to Panama.
Oh yeah, he'd do
Yeah.
great there. He could like
There's-
surf and stuff.
yeah, there's beaches.
What about the children? Was that paperwork filed? Like,
No,
are the
no,
children in the No, that was never happening.
never happening.
Yeah, I don't even know. Well, because Danielle and Mohammed, she had to decide between annulment and divorce. Because if they annulled it, he would have to leave. And
Oh,
if she got divorced, he would get to stay.
Danielle of the smelly vagina.
Danielle
Okay.
of this famously smelly vagina. Poor Danielle.
Yeah, because when you said Danielle, the most recent Danielle came to mind of Danielle and Johan, but that's a different.
Johan.
Yeah, it's
No,
different.
I'm talking OG Danielle,
Yeah.
not yoga defrauding the state of New York Danielle.
Allegedly. All right, everybody. That's our episode. It's really, really long, but this show is really, really long. I mean, it's just 2 hours. It's just really long.
It's a lot of couples. And we haven't even added Brandon and Julia.
I know. They're coming next week.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So next time on, we get Brandon and
You know why
Julia,
it was
speaking of-
shorter in previous seasons? Because we have skipped people. We have definitely I think we always did Angela, but I know we always skipped Big Ed whenever he's been on seasons.
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, that was really good.
Nice to have that luxury.
Yeah.
Next time on, we get Brandon and Julia, and he's doing like a role play pizza delivery guy, and he's doing a very bad Italian accent going, "My name is Pep. I'm here to deliver your pizza." And she thinks it's hilarious. Okay.
But not sexy.
Definitely not sexy.
No.
Libby and Andre and the children are in Moldova. You see Winston biting everyone at the table. They think it's funny there. They're doing cheers at dinner, and they're saying, "Oh, it'd be so great if you could live here." And Libby says she does know a bit of Romanian. She's learning, so good for her. We like to see it. Cara and her hot self, Cara is just so hot. She's rehearsing for one of her big shows, and she says she really hopes that Guillermo will show up for her performance and that they can start their healing journey. I don't know, but it's not going to happen. Jasmine tells Matt that Gino, he said he wants a divorce. And Matt says, what I hope is that Jasmine will see how fucked this guy is and that I'm the one picking up the pieces. Go for Matt. He's cute and young. You got a baby together. Go for it.
Go for Matt. Dude, Coco has made her choice, and Coco gave her rose to Matt and not to Gino.
And probably Matt would be fine to move to Miami, which is where she wants to be.
Totally.
She can get in on these Florida people. Maybe that's where we're going with this. So Tiger Lily and Adnan are talking, and she's like, "Baby, like I don't trust you because, like, baby, you broke my trust." And I don't know. He goes, "Well, I don't know. This is not my problem. Not my problem." And she's like, "Oh my God, baby, do you even hear yourself, baby?" And then she cries. So who knows what he did?
Oh my God.
Something to do with money, probably, because he's always on some lady. Maybe he
Mm-hmm.
gave money to new favorite brother Faris.
New favorite brother. Yeah, Faris.
Favorite brother Thayer is out
of the picture.
Not getting to con American women. Now it's Faris's job.
Yeah.
I want to remind you guys, programming note here. So today is Tuesday. On Wednesday, we'll be on the $5 level of Pink Shade Prime. Is going to be Welcome to Plathville. We're going to do that as a standalone episode because we can't put it with Hunt for Love. I have seen I watched the whole first episode, and now I'm going to sit down and do notes. There will be, for this episode, there will be visual aids. There will be audio cues. When I tell you the amount of rage and anger that I had watching episode 1 of this new season of Welcome to Plathville is going to jump out at you on your podcast ears. It is something.
I was watching Hunt for Love with my dad and a preview, a commercial for Plathville. And I said, these fucking people. And he goes, who? What? Who? What are you talking? Like, I don't even cuss normally. And I was like,
yeah.
I hate these people.
Yeah. Let me tell you what, this first episode is like, wowza, does Ethan come across just as he's being portrayed on the internet?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because then people on Reddit will shut up and stop saying that Olivia's lying, even though she keeps bringing all the receipts.
Listen, the receipts are right on our screen. He's saying these things. He's a person. It's really bad. It's really bad. So everybody, if you want to hear me rage out about that, that'll be on Wednesday. Also, our episode on the $10 level, we'll have our episode out of The Valley because that airs on Tuesday night. And then we quickly get that episode out for you on Wednesday. And then, of course, we have Hunt for Love over the weekend. So 7 episodes this week, guys. If you're on the $10 level, you're getting 7 ad-free episodes this week. What are you complaining about? I almost died. I'm putting out 7 episodes in a week. Come on, guys.
1 for every day of the week.
That's
1
right.
for every aneurysm in her belly. You are getting so many episodes. So shut up. Leave her a 5-star review, people.
Please. Kate Casey said, what would you tell people would be like the thing they could do to help you when you're down and out? I go, I don't know. Follow me on Instagram. Leave a 5-star review. Kate goes, you don't know like a casserole or no.
I said Mary Payne is in bed checking the numbers on Instagram. So follow her. Give her more follows, please.
I did go up in the last it took about 4 months, but I did go up like 100 people.
That's great.
And it went to 11.6. So here's hoping by 2027 I'm going to be at 12. I don't know why it's so slow. So slow. It's slow when you do it honestly and you don't buy people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's slow. Do you know anybody that's not following me? Please grab their phone right now and say it's like a Make-A-Wish Foundation wish for a dying woman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not funny, guys. We're going to stop joking about it. Okay. We're probably not. Everybody follow Kimberly and Katie and their podcast, A Date with Dateline. And they had some great content out, and Kimberly's back on that show now. And I just listened to your most recent one where you did nicely talk about your mother passing away, and you did a great job handling it, I thought.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. And you didn't joke about it or make morbid comments at all.
Didn't I?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I don't think Katie would allow that.
Now I got to start then.
No, please. Oh God, I'll warn her. They have a great podcast, and you could follow them. They don't need your Instagram followers, but if you want to follow them, you could.
Yes, we desperately do. Yes, absolutely, we do.
And they have a YouTube channel as well, right?
Yes, A Date with K and K, and we're going to be doing more stuff on there soon. Yeah.
All the things. So follow them in all the places. Follow me in all the places. There's also a YouTube channel for Pink Shade. And I've come to understand that's very important. So everything is there. This episode is there. Everything is there. And you may have to do the thing where you look at the ads. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It just appears over there.
Did you watch when Katie was doing Darcy face?
No, I should go watch.
Yeah.
Can you show me what Darcy face is?
Oh. No, I don't know how she does it actually. Her lips take up her half of her face, and then I don't know how she did.
Oh no, this is great for audio. We're just trying to.
Sorry.
All right, we will see you right here next week on TLC Tuesday, talking about 90 Day Fiancé HEA, which we are rage watching. Okay, bye.
Also, join us for UK because join Prime to watch because UK is really good this season.
Thank you for mentioning that. That's another thing that's on the $10 level, and that comes out on Sunday. That show comes out Sunday. Our episode comes out Sunday. Thank you for reminding me. 90 Day UK is killing it. I love it so much.
It is. It's a really good season. Yeah.
So much better than this show. Okay, bye.